Hey folks, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today it's Friday the 17th of September. I've just been back from Scotland for a few days, so I hope you've watched my previous video and I hope you enjoyed it, left a comment, thumbs up, etc. I'm currently sort of heading towards the A494 towards Mold, and then it's my intention to go towards Betws Coed. There's a hotel there called Swallow Falls Hotel. Probably get a spot of lunch there, hopefully, if it's open. And then from there I'm going to have a little ride out towards Beddgelert, if I can get there in time. I'll just keep an eye on the clock because it's already midday. And then finally finish the day off, go towards Ponderosa Cafe on the Horseshoe Pass. So I'm going to come off at this junction, exit 25. So yeah, I woke up a few days ago with a bit of a sore throat. I thought, God, I hope it's not COVID. But I did two lateral flow tests yesterday. First one didn't work. I don't think I did it properly. But the second one came back a clear negative, so that's a relief. So not quite sure where I've picked up this sore throat from, but at least it's nothing serious and it'll clear up in a day or two. Certainly don't want to end up being grounded, having to go into isolation for a week or two. So I'm going to take a right here onto the B5381. So yeah, these are the type of roads I like to ride on. Tree lined country roads. Not quite sure why this chap's doing 35 in front of me in a 60 limit. Oh, we're away. Bit of muck there from the fields in the corner. So it's good to be back anyway, and if you watched my previous video from Scotland, although I wasn't on the bike, it was a bit of a family road trip. I did the best I could with it. I don't normally do that style of video, but I put a few clips together which hopefully you've seen, or if you haven't seen it, please have a look at it after you watch this video. But yeah, hopefully people will have enjoyed that type of video that I've done. Needs must, obviously, like I said, no bike, so I just made the best of a bad job and put something together which I thought my viewers would enjoy, and so hopefully you did. But this is more like it now. Back out on the bike, currently 19 degrees. It did peak at 2021 when I was on the motorway, but that doesn't count. This is what it's all about. 19 degrees, country lanes in North Wales with terrific views like that. So 3/4 of an hour away, if that, from Betws Coed. Where I'm going to stop off at the Swallow Falls, see if I can get a spot of lunch. So what's everybody else been up to then? Have you been out on your bikes recently? If you have, leave a comment by all means down below, let me know where you've been. And as I've often said, you know, if there's any suggestions that people, if there's any suggestions from people rather, about where they'd like to see me have a ride to, any recommendations, again, you know, leave them down below in the comments. I'll look through them, see how logistically possible it is for me to get to them. I'm always looking for new venues, new places to visit. I'm always up for a bit of that, so by all means any suggestions would be much appreciated. as much as I enjoy places like North Yorkshire, Wales and Scotland, I'm always keen to try new places, especially if they come highly recommended. So I'm taking a left here onto the A548. Again, that's not a road that sounds familiar to me. I can't pronounce these Welsh names. I struggle with some of the Scottish ones. So I was right not to bother bringing the drone. I thought it might be a bit windy. I did check the weather forecast, BBC weather, and looked at the wind gusts, etc., the velocity of the wind. It seemed to be exceeding the capabilities of my drone, so I didn't bother bringing it. I thought today I'll just come out for a ride, keep it simple, just enjoy having a ride without any additional complications. Nice little stream down there. This is definitely more like the sort of roads I like. That was a nice little stretch of road, that. So it said that was a scenic route. It certainly was. So what have we got here then? Langer New something. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Straight on. You can smell the countryside here. It's nice. Look at that view up ahead there. Steep hill for 2.5 miles. Nice road surface this. Looks like it's not been long tarmacked in the last few months. It's lovely and warm. 21 degrees here now. That's a nice house. Tea rooms and gallery. Definitely haven't been this way before. Left here. Betws Coed on the B5 106. Gwydir Castle. Again, apologies for the pronunciation. Smells nice going through the woodland. Smell all the ferns, things like that. The wood, you can smell the bark, the trees. Lovely. Do. So follow this road through. Coed. Well, definitely have never come into Coed via this route before. So I'll take a left end of this road and then I'll see if I can get my bearings. I see where I am. So first things first, is this red car aware of me? I think he might be. I'll go to the hotel, Swallow Falls Hotel, just on the outskirts of Betws. Go get a spot of lunch, and they'll come back into town, have a quick potter around, see what I can discover. Howdy do. So this is my turning here. Let's hope I don't get shunted like I nearly did once. I'm going to stick the bike here. So here we go. Swallow Falls. I'll just try this town again. So bed. Okay. Come back to that later. Right, so this is the Swallow Falls. I'm just going to stop off here, get a bite to eat. I have camped here before. The first and only time I've camped in about the last 25 years. It was an experience, that's all I can say. Right, catch up with you in a moment. Right, so I've just ordered a burger, vegan burger with some chips. And coincidentally it comes with onion rings as well, just like it did down at Glencoe. So this is Swallow Falls, so I'm just going to have a quick bite to eat here and a drink. Just going to have a Coke, and then I'll have a wander around, just have a look at the camping up above where I am now, see if they still do camping here. I might fancy the odd night here, you never know, in a week or two. But it's very nice here if you've never been. Nice part of Wales, North Wales, nice part of North Wales. And Coed itself, the actual town just down the road. It's very nice indeed, plenty of parking, plenty of nice shops and hotels and that type of thing. So well worth a visit. So yeah, I'll just get stuck into this and then I'll come back, show you the hotel, show you the camping area. There's a youth hostel association here as well, and there used to be some chalets as well where you could rent. So plenty of different accommodation options depending on your budget. That wasn't too bad a burger. Chips were nice, onion rings were nice. Better change from what I had up in Scotland. So this is the back of the pub. Let's give you a circuit around here. And behind me here we've got the lodges, which I've never stayed in but look alright. Right, so yep, so these are the lodges behind me. There's quite a few of them. Let's just have a look, turn around and count them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so possibly 11 or maybe 12 lodges, and then there's possibly something opposite me as well. But that's an alternative if you want to stay here. And we'll just come up this little bit here, and this is where the camping is. I'll just turn around. So it's a bit of a gravel track. Just move to one side so you can see it. But yeah, steady away. You can bring the bikes up here, no problems. I brought my Kawasaki GTR 1400 up here before when I camped here. So just have a wander up here. So you've got some seating areas there. So camping rules: parking only in the hotel car park, no open campfires, no noise after 11. Violators will be immediately evicted. See what else we've got. Looks like there's some little glamping pods here. They weren't there the last time I came up. The campsite is vacant. So yes, this is where they normally camp. I'll turn the camera around so you can have a look. So this area here is all for the camping. Not huge. It's adequate. I think there used to be some camping as well on that next level up there, but I might be wrong. although there is a warning sign up there, so maybe it does continue up there as well. You can camp here, bit of peace and quiet. So it'll be peace and quiet if you're here on your own at the moment. You've got some wash facilities there, a few pots and things. That's quite good. Standpipe there. And then just a few little glamping pods. They look a bit weathered, but I'm sure they'll be perfectly functional and suit you down to the ground. So there's your shower, toilet blocks, some seating areas here, entrance into the tavern, a couple of big benches, another one up there, and then these are your lodges. And there's another story just above it. So yeah, it's always an option. Plenty of rooms there. Okay, so this is the rear of the hotel. This is the Swallowfell's Hotel at Betws Coed. Definitely worth a visit if you're in this area. Absolutely massive car park, loads and loads of room. You won't get any problems if you park your bike here or your car here. But I tend to just chuck mine in there in that corner, sheltered from the elements a little bit, and it's a little bit closer to the rooms in the hotel. Right, so I'm going to crack on. Probably just going to stop off in the actual town centre, maybe just have a quick wander around there, and then I'm going to get my way off to Beddgelert, if that's how you pronounce it. Okay, catch up in a moment. Right, just going to make a move. So I'm going to, as I said a few moments ago, just going to go from here and go back the way I came here into Betws Coed itself. Stop off in the town centre, the little village centre, whatever you want to call it. Just have a quick look around. You know, we get quite a few bikes in town. Shall have a little look, and then I'll come back and go to Beddgelert. So back into Betws Coed. So there used to be a dedicated bit there for bikes, it's still there, so that's good. So I've no idea whether you're supposed to pay here. Plenty of room there for another bike alongside me. Right, I'll just see if I can get down here without falling. This is a nice little setting. There we go. How lovely is that? I'm just going down there as far as the bridge. Let's just sit here for a minute and just chill out. I'm just going to go down here a couple of 100 yards into the main little shopping area, if you like. There's a few souvenir shops, things like that, and then we'll turn around and then we'll go towards Beddgelert. So it's quite busy there. So I shall take a left here. This is where I normally park when I come. You can have a good wander around. So I'll take a left here. It says on the 4086. Nice little bridge. Yeah, it definitely pays dividends. If you decide to go some different routes, don't stick to the same old normal routes that you do. So not only had I not ever used that route coming into Betws Coed before, I don't believe I've ever used this route either. It goes from Betws Coed to Beddgelert. I wonder if that's rain up ahead around those mountains or whether it's just low cloud. Get past this guy. Police helicopter over there to my right. Wonder what they're doing. That's certainly a nice job, isn't it, around here? Nice car. So I wonder which lake that is down there, or is it a reservoir? Could be. there left. There's a few shops down there. I'll have a look down there in due course. See if I can find somewhere to park. This will do. Make sure I don't bang into a car. Go on, you okay? I can do. I don't even know if we've got to pay here, but oh, sorry, I'll get it. Sorry. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. So this is Beddgelert. Again, just a nice little touristy place. It's got some nice little features here. These have been here for years, these mining carts. They're quite nice little plant pots. Again, that's quite nice if you're into flowers. I'm not really, but I'm sure it'll appeal to some people. So that possibly looks like an electric tandem. Bosch power pack. Never seen one of those before. An electric tandem, eh? Quite unusual. But yeah, this is a nice little village. That's the bridge I came over on. And we've got a nice little river here, or stream. And they've been building some pillars there out of various stones. So just over there under that tree there's a grave, which is Gelert's grave, a dog from the 13th century. I'll tell you a bit about that in a minute. Some of you may already know the story, but I've just come across this here in a bit of a stone enclosure. I've been here a few times before, but never been aware of this. But obviously it has been here for some years. So this presumably is the dog, Gelert. So this is Gelert's grave, and there's a commemorative memorial stone there, one in English, one in Welsh. And presumably the dog is underneath that stone. And then it's just in this little setting with the trees. And the story goes that back in the 13th century there was the Prince of North Wales had a palace here in this town, Beddgelert, and after going hunting and returning, he was met by his dog Gelert, and the dog was covered in blood, and the prince looked in a cot that was nearby where he had left his baby, his son I believe it was, and discovered the baby was missing, and automatically assumed incorrectly that the dog Gelert had killed his baby. So he killed his dog Gelert, and as he did so, and he plunged his sword into the side of the dog let out a large scream, which then woke a baby up, and the prince then discovered his baby safe and well, and at the side of the baby I believe that there was a wolf. So the story is basically that the dog was covered in blood because it protected the prince's son from the wolf, but the prince incorrectly thought that the dog had killed his baby, and therefore he instinctively, if you like, killed the dog. A very sad story. Yep, so I'm just going to walk back to the bike now. So that was quite interesting there. Quite a few people are still interested in that story. But I was just telling somebody that I read about that, or we were taught it at school, so many years ago. And certainly many years ago in my case anyway. But yeah, it was just coincidental. Maybe 10 years ago I came to this village and I just thought, oh, that rings a bell. And lo and behold, I recalled then the book and the story and located the grave. I didn't even know it was in this proximity, you know, in this area. But sometimes you read about these stories at school and you think they're just fictional and made up and stuff and whatever. But yeah, nice little places. I won't hurt you. Let's have a little walk over this bridge. Yeah, nice view up towards town. We got a nice row of cottages. And then the beautiful mountains there, just above them and behind them. So all these are wood carvings. A little bit above my skill level. Very detailed. Owls' faces. Right, I've started filming again. That was a bit bleak. Just prior to leaving Beddgelert, it absolutely peed it down. So I didn't want to risk damaging the camera, so I didn't bother filming there, plugging in my cables and so forth. But it's eased off a bit now. So I'm heading now towards Llangollen, which is where the Ponderosa Cafe is on the Horseshoe Pass. 4:45 now, and it says I will get there at 5:45. So yeah, just under an hour. So just under half a mile, I'll take a right turning here onto the A5. So this is the famous Horseshoe Pass, takes you up towards Ponderosa Cafe. Hopefully this Land Rover will get a move on, not pussyfoot about, and then I can enjoy the roads and the corners. My God, talk about being a hazard. Need to watch out for the sheep now, although they should be quite tame, I would have thought. So what better way to finish this video off than with these beautiful mountains and going over the Horseshoe Pass towards the Ponderosa. Enjoy the scenery and suck it all up. out for these little sheep. 1,367 feet. So this is the horseshoe pass in the Ponderosa, which is obviously closed. Not sure if there's a gate on here or not. Yes, there is. So I think I'll wrap the video up there, folks. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Didn't manage to get stopped at obviously the Ponderosa there, and I didn't even get a chance to visit the Barla Lake just due to time. Perhaps I should have set off a bit earlier, but you know, I'll know for next time. Regardless of that, nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed it. Bit of an insight into Wales. I've been before, you've probably seen some of my videos before on Wales if you've gone through some of the older videos, but I just thought, get out today while the weather's good, have a bit of fun, stretch my legs on the bike. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you've liked the video, leave a comment down below, click the like button. You all know what to do. But thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video, which hopefully will be out next Friday. Just get around this roundabout. Yep, so hopefully the next video will be out next Friday. Thanks again for watching. Catch you all later. Ta-da for now.